If someone decides that they want to turn this into some form of Let's Play in the future for, their server, then I need to be prepared to deal with their needs based on what my starting conditions involved. If their needs change, I need to be able to adapt to those needs, which is basically saying I need to be able to prepare for the needs of anyone who might find themselves playing in this Minecraft world. Not just my needs, but the needs of anyone who would visit. Because I do plan on releasing this as a world download of some form in the event of, starting a new season. However, I don't really have any ideas on how to do that. I know how to just release the world as a zip file. Like, I can compress it into a zip file. That's not a problem. That's easy. Compressing everything into a zip file, piece of cake. I'm a nerd. I'm familiar with these things. I use 7-zip, by the way. It is better than WinRAR, and on top of that, unlike WinRAR, 7-zip is actually free. 7-zip was built specifically in response to WinRAR and the ineffective, inefficient compression methods which WinRAR makes use of. 7-zip is better at compressing files. 7-zip is free. 7-zip is additionally able to handle standard zip files. 7-zip is able to handle gzip files. 7-zip is quite the efficient tool if you're looking for a compression method, or a decompression tool, more specifically, as most people are actually interested in decompressing, not compressing. Trying to make sure that I grab all of the items before any of them despawn, but in order to do that, I need to first make sure I actually get to the items before any of them despawn. Okay, now I can start focus on just filling this in. Okay, and that is, as they say, that. There is little more that I am able to do without first retrieving more materials. Therefore, I shall take the express line all the way back. Express line under maintenance. Okay, now I will, before I eat, I will finish finagling all of these items, juggling them about. I believe I was right here. Okay, now I'm right here. Okay, now for the cobblestone. Oh, wait, no, that's gravel. This one's cobblestone, right? No, this is dirt. Cobblestone's behind me. There it is. Okay. Now that I've got that sorted out, I can go ahead and grab this. Get that all sorted. Get that all sorted. Now I can put that in there. I can deposit that. I can deposit this. And then I deposit that. Now to deposit the ores. And then I want to withdraw the torches. Because I actually want to go up top and check on the pumpkin farm. I want to see how many pumpkins we have. I hope we have plenty of pumpkins. Ah, lovely. Rain. Okay, how much kelp do we have? Looks like it's harvested once or twice. How many pumpkins do we have? Half a stack. It'll have to do. Where to place these? I think right here should be good. Now I want to place those. Now I can just fill it in 4 tall, like usual. Now I grab the shears, Silk Touch 1, Unbreaking 3, for no reason in particular. These are useful for harvesting vines because of their Silk Touch property. However, I have not utilized them once for that property. Instead, I use them to carve pumpkins, which I then, collect with an axe. And then I shove a torch in them and place them in a wall or a floor somewhere, and that's where I get my light sources from. Good old lanterns, old-fashioned. Now I can put the seeds in there. Since I don't actually need the seeds, I can craft the lanterns here. Okay. Oh my. So apparently a wandering trader had managed to lose his llamas, but fortunately, this wandering trader managed to find their llamas. We have some vines. We can get vines. We, however, already have vines. We can buy slime for an exorbitant amount. However, we have a slime farm. We don't need slime. We already have moss. We can grow it very easily. We do not have rooted dirt. We can get some rooted dirt. However, the roots do not look particularly entertaining from what I've seen. And they seem to only be decoration block. We can get some glowstone. We do need some glowstone. And we can get some blue ice. However, the primary material that we need is actually none of those things. We are in need of quartz. Now, there is a way to get quartz without needing to go to the nether. It's kind of annoying though, because it's going to involve villagers, and that means it's going to involve bringing villagers to my place. I forgot to deposit a few things, but that's okay. I'm actually just coming down here to deposit the leather. Leather. Withdraw the leads. Okay. Now I can go on up. Okay. Now, as I was saying, I'm going to need to get villagers. And that means I'm going to need to go to the nearest village. I'm going to need to basically kidnap their villagers, and then I'm going to need to make sure that I, transport their villagers safely all the way back to my base here, back at the spawn chunks. There are a few easy ways to do this. However, it's a bit convoluted. And the reason it's a bit convoluted is because... Oh boy, we have definitely gone far there. The reason it's a bit convoluted is because, specifically, we need to get the villagers back safely, and then we need to make sure the villagers are not going to run around. We don't want them, roaming about freely if we're going to, for example, be experimenting with the effects of lightning. We don't want to have the villagers running around if we're going to be experimenting with the effects of, redstone. We don't want villagers wandering around through our redstone. They might break something, They might trigger a tripwire hook or something. We don't want that. We want the villagers to not be putting themselves in danger as they trigger our base defenses. We don't want that. We instead want our villagers to remain nice and safe in their authorized areas that the civilian branch, we'll call it, is allowed to be in. We need to recruit our civilian branch, as it were. And the reason we need this is specifically for the trade aspect. We need to trade with villagers of a neighboring village of some form. Specifically, they are willing to offer emeralds in trade for rotten flesh. We want to capitalize on that. And then we additionally want to capitalize on the ability of trading with them while we make use of their offers, what they're selling. They will sell us quartz. We want to buy quartz. That's called a win-win situation. Because, they can provide us emeralds for rotten flesh. We can set up a zombie farm at a spawner somewhere. We can make use of that zombie farm in order to gather all of the emeralds that we need. And then we can start trading in those emeralds for golden apples eventually. And then once we have golden apples, we can make use of the villager mechanic of the curing of the zombie villager mechanic. We can make use of that. Once we've cured up a bunch of zombie villagers, we can make sure that they're nice and safe and secure behind all of our various security features, which we will be installing in our base in order to protect the villagers. It should not take too much. I do need to explore the Extreme Hills biome a little more. I believe Chunk Base mentioned something about a taiga village being somewhere to my east. I want to find that village because the taiga village is likely to have I forget what they're called, but they're these annoying little berry bushes that you can plant, and they will eventually grow little tiny spikes or thorns. And these thorny little spikes will deal damage to players and monsters that get caught in them. However, they have a tendency to be avoided by many creatures. One of the creatures that does not avoid these specific plants is the Ravagers. Ravagers will continue to navigate straight through the thorny bushes because Ravagers have a tendency to just destroy the bush. However, that can also cause the navigation mechanics to get ever so slightly abused, causing the Ravagers to wander into what is essentially a ambush. The Ravagers are able to get completely negated, basically, if you prepare it right. And on top of that, we can kind of encase the whole thing inside fences, just to make sure that the villagers are extra safe. Okay. now I need to harvest kelp. Because this kelp has gotten way too large. Now, I would like to point out, I have not even tried collecting any kelp yet. I'm already holding almost half a stack of kelp. I'm not even trying to collect it. That's just the stuff that's, yeah, there's half a stack right there. That's just the stuff that is bounced down from the surface. Oh yeah, I turned off auto jump. That does make things a little bit easier. Do 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 do. Yeah, as you can see, there is tons of kelp to collect. So much that I have to take an extra breath of air just to break it all without auto jump active. Oops. No, not that. That. Now, I don't need to worry too much about the item entity limit when it's like this, because as you can see, the kelp has a tendency to group together. This is common amongst any item. Items will try to group together. This is included by the devs, Mojang AB, specifically as a method of reducing lag. There were mods in the 1.7.10 version of Minecraft for Java that allowed item stacking up to a entity limit of, I think it was 1024 per stack. However, due to changes in the way Java was handled, I believe that mod ceased functioning before the 1.8 update. Which was unfortunate. I mean, you could still use it to stack item entities from a longer distance, because it did increase the distance at which the item entities were available to be grouped together from. It increased that distance, which was good, because otherwise it's like, you know, not even a full 2 blocks. Instead, I was having it just group any items that were similar, which spawned within 64 blocks of each other, I think it was. So yeah, it was a little bit computationally intensive if there wasn't much of an item nearby, but you know, I would quickly pick up the item. You know, I had magnet items because I was playing modded and all that. I do miss playing the Java version of Minecraft. I do want to acquire the commercial content license for the Java version. I would enjoy very much playing more modded Minecraft. Bedrock version is not known for modded Minecraft. And there's a reason for that. Bedrock version is not very easy to build a mod for. I asked my friend to look into if he could find any mods for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and he just basically told me to go looking myself. And it's like, well, A, I kind of value your opinion. B, how am I going to have time to look for all of this if I'm busy dealing with my channel, basically? And he was like, well, yeah, that's kind of understandable. I get what you're saying there. But at the same time, laziness. And I was like, well, don't be lazy. He didn't like that option. Something about he was too lazy to think of a proper reason. If you get that joke, good for you. Yep. Oh, I can test out this feature of Minecraft. If you jump from a height which would cause damage and you sleep in a bed, then what will end up happening is it will wait until you leave the bed. It will look as though you jumped down without taking damage, MLG Pro. However, as you pop out of bed, you get your sleep in, yep, and then damage, just like that. You will respawn right at the bed that you just slept in. However, you will take damage. So don't think that it's a way to avoid taking fall damage, because it's not. Okay, that's one of the reasons why I need to move the pumpkin farm. That's one of the reasons why I was thinking about the pumpkin farm, is because the pumpkin farm is crossing a chunk border. This is a chunk border right here. Specifically, this is a little nexus point of chunk borders. There's one there, one there, one there, and one going right there. As you can see, it runs straight through the pumpkin farm. Ow. And fortunately, it doesn't cut it multiple directions, because that would definitely be difficult to navigate, difficult to deal with. As you can see, it's a very tight-knit pumpkin farm. There's not really much room for anything, really. The pumpkins that you are seeing are actually not really grown. Those are just the light sources on the outside. Yeah. Can I jump up over here? Yeah. And there's a light source in the middle that's actually covering a water source, which is keeping all of the farmland hydrated. As for what is going to be growing, well, I need to figure out if I want a pure pumpkin farm or if I want to have a if I want to have a pumpkin and melon farm, if I want to have a pure melon farm, I need to figure all of that out. But before I can do that, I need quartz, which brings me back to the topic of villagers. I still need to actually go and collect the villagers. But what this is going to allow me to do is very simple, very straightforward, and very direct. This is going to allow me to have all of the villager trades that I need or want in order to grant me some form of ease of access to materials. Ease of access being, of course, a great thing. Let's see what we've got here. Why did I not dig this out? Just lacking a pickaxe? Oh, I bet I know what it was. I think it was levitating at the time. I don't think it had a floor beneath it. Now it does. Ta-da! Okay, I still need to fill in that diorite, but for the most part, I just need to fill in this. The ceiling right here. Up to 200 and then just, oh no, out to 100. And then just straight down, I guess. No, that's twice that's happened. Just been digging and digging and digging, not noticing the durability on my pickaxe. Next thing I know, boom, pickaxe breaks. Well, I will go all the way out here. I will grab a torch, place a torch, then I will go roughly there, and there, and there. That will prevent anything from spawning. Meanwhile, ow. Meanwhile, I need to go back to base, start cooking up more smooth stone, I guess, because I need to start getting more experience. I shall do it with just a wee bit of coal instead of just tons and tons of coal. Because this thing is loaded. And I'm not talking about chunks. This thing has tons of experience inside of it. I can very easily level 30 enchant all of these pickaxes. And in the process, I even fended off a slime attack. Now, keep in mind, I only put in one piece of coal. One piece of coal, 8 smooth stone, got me from level 16 to level 50. Can you see why I have not yet updated? I can see why I have not yet updated. That is a pretty beefy bug. And I definitely am enjoying that bug. I want that to stay. I am aware that it is very difficult to maintain any semblance of a coherent in-game economy when people are exploiting the game to that degree where they are just gaining obscene amounts of experience from furnaces. However, this does make a peaceful-only challenge much more viable. A fortune pickaxe and a silk touch pickaxe, both of which of roughly equal quality. However, I have plenty of fortune pickaxes. Yeah. I have 2 already prepared fortune pickaxes. Therefore, I will make use of this silk touch pickaxe in order to give myself subscribe. There we go. In order to give myself another pickaxe. That is full health. I actually want to enchant this one as well. What did this one get? Silk Touch. Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4. Yeah, I might make that one into another subscribed pickaxe for the Silk Touch variety as well. Or no, that goes over there. Additionally, no, I don't want to merge those. I might keep that iron pickaxe as a amethyst mining pickaxe. I don't know. I might not. I might. It's hard to tell. For now, I'm just kind of winging it and seeing what develops. Right now, I need to dig out a lot of material over a very large distance in order to make sure that I have everything prepared for my inevitable trip in this direction, where I try to gather all of the materials I can. Okay, I'm going to do something a wee bit silly here. Not there. There. Okay. It's like this, gravel. I need to head this direction, and you're in the way. Ooh, an emerald. Nice. Okay, now let me get some of these other torches. And now I want to place one there in order to start digging out this way. Oh, mine through some iron. That's handy. Okay. Something tells me that's not actually spawn proof. Let me try this. If I measure it, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that lit up a decent amount. However, whee! And then I just swap that in. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. And now I want to go all the way up to the top here. Let's see. Is this top? No, this is the rail line. Top is all the way up past here. Let's get some light up here. Let's see. Okay, so if I'm standing here, I need to be above this torch. Okay, now I just dig my way back to this gigantic hole that I just dug. Which does not sound like a smart thing, but if done properly, you will quickly and easily find yourself digging straight into the ground. I know what you're thinking. Why am I digging into the ground? Who knows? Not me. I didn't tell you to dig into the ground. Why are you digging into the ground? What did that ground ever do to you? No, no, this isn't a UPS ad. I didn't say what can Brown do for you. Well, great. Now you have me saying UPS lines. Now look what you've done. You're just sitting there thinking, I have not said anything. I didn't say you said something. I said I was blaming you for it. There's a difference. Okay. Now I need, well, one thing I need is I need to figure out how to reroute this rail line so that it's not just running off a cliff when it's above its destination. That's going to be something I need to figure out. Because that's kind of important. Because if it comes rumbling along this way and it lands on the hill, it might not like that it landed on that hill. And it might just decide that instead of landing on the hill, it might just want to go flying off in some other random direction. That's not very good, is it? No, it's not. Therefore, we want it to not go flying off in some random direction. We want it to go flying off in a specific random direction. Wait, that doesn't sound right either. In other words, we want this to not cause us problems with its existence. And pit. Nope, didn't fall in the pit. Okay, that's good. Means I can save a little bit of hunger. Okay, looks like we're doing good. Whoops. Random hole in the wall. Well, looks like I'm converting this one nice and early. And there we go. Okay. All the way down, then all the way up. Or, as much as I have materials for. Yeah, I'm probably going to have it just tapered downwards towards the 0 point, which in this case is x equals 100 or x equals 200, depending. But I'll probably just have it swan dive off the cliff at that point and just call it fine. That is the sound of my dad in the bathroom, coughing. Don't worry, I'm fairly sure he's fine. looks like we got some gold in the process. I will need to be careful about how I dig out this area up here. But it seems that we have managed to get a decent chunk of ore. And the reason why we got a decent chunk of ore is because I had remembered that I needed to carve out the ceiling as well, because I was going to replace the ceiling with smooth stone. Otherwise, we wouldn't even really be bothering with carving out the area up there. It just so happened that we needed to carve out the ceiling for smooth stone reasons. Because I don't want a bunch of silverfish harassing me. Anyway, as I continue to harvest this chunk of land, this 400 long strip of 3 strip mines, I will continue gathering up all of the resources contained within this section. Ow. I guess that's a thing. Really? You thought this was a good idea? Okay. Let's see how this goes for you. No, 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 and no. Huh. Gee, it seems I won. Okay, that one fell all the way down. Let me see. Did any of these fall partially down? But no, did not manage to land on the middle platform. Okay. How about down here? You know what I can do? I'm carrying a bunch of lanterns on me. Therefore, I am able to do this. Boop, boop. Whilst at it, I can even fill in some of these. One, two, three, right there. And then 1, 2, 3. How am I going to do this? I do not have any smooth stone presently on me. Therefore, I shall need to borrow these. Haha. This will prevent me from taking a lot of the fall damage that I've been taking. Hi. Yeah. This will help a lot. This will help immensely. Install a lantern there. Then I think, no, it's not complete over there. Okay, well, either way, I can make use of this pathway, which is pretty good, you know.